Hey Yellow Group, I'm Shannon, and in this week's war video, I'll be discussing privilege and inequality. There are two main pieces to inequality, which are privilege and intersectionality. Privilege is a concept in which a certain group or person has an advantage. For example, men are privileged in comparison to women by being able to obtain jobs with higher salaries, knowing they won't have to worry about being catcalled when out and taking a walk, or someone trying to take advantage of them. Another piece to inequality, which I find extremely important, is in intersectionality. I like to think of intersectionality as different overlapping layers that can increase the chance that a certain person will be faced with inequality. An example of intersectionality is if you were born a Hispanic woman who was a lesbian. Here you have three different layers that overlap and create this person's intersectionality. This woman will end up dealing with a lot more inequality in her life than other people might. For example, a white straight male. Because she's Hispanic, that's one layer. A woman, that's another layer. And then because she's a lesbian, that's another layer. All these things make it more and more difficult for her to live a life of equality. So now for the next part of my video, I'm going to take you all for a walk and ride into my community. I'll be discussing the inequality that people with low incomes deal with where they live, as well as a quick look into how low income areas can affect someone's education and in turn allow that person more privileges or to be subjected to more inequality. So here I am. I'm walking in downtown Salem. As you can see, the houses are big, apartments are nice, and the walkways are kept nice and clean. There's no trash. So this is an area where you see that having more money allows you to have the privileges of a clean area. Hey guys, on that clip I just got cut off a little bit, so I wanted to just jump in and finish what I was saying, which is that when you walk through and see it's a clean area, it's just a well-kept, well-maintained part of town. And I feel like part of the reason why that's the case is because of the people who live there and the amount they pay to live there. It's just a better kept space than other areas that are neglected because of the poverty level. So again, there's plenty of shops, everything's well kept. And then as we come to this road where I'm about to take a left, you'll see that the atmosphere kind of changes. And you'll be able to tell once I start going down this road. I've driven out to the outskirts of Salem where I talked about how, the quality of the area is not as well taken care of. As you can see, the building's a little bit more run down. You can see there's trash along the road where it's not as well kept. Here I am outside of a school. Another way that we can be affected by privilege and inequality is by our education. Whether we go to a school that has all the books that we need provided for us, our teachers are willing to spend time with us before and after school to help make sure we get the education we want, if they care about us. In some schools, people don't have this privilege. They have teachers who are not prepared. They don't have all the textbooks that are needed, and if they do, the textbooks are not in good shape, which makes it tough for students to learn, to get a better education, to have the chance to go to college and kind of overcome some of the difficulties that they have in their life. My question for you guys is, in what way has privilege or inequality affected you in your life, with the outcome being either positive or negative? Thanks, guys. Have a good week.